Okay, well, great. Jason, let me just take just a minute just to say thank you for everyone who's come out to this webinar today. The Trust Leadership Academy is something new that we have launched here recently, particularly as it relates to our digital platforms. We've had a challenging year this past year, and so we have listened to what you've said and really developed some new tools to make learning, to make training a lot easier, to make reaching our members across the state a lot easier. And the Trust has developed, has actually invested heavily in content and platform partnerships to make this happen. And today, Mike Stagg, who manages this program for us at the Trust, he manages our Leadership Academy and all the online training that's associated with that. And he will be talking to us. And so my encouragement to you is to take advantage of these new tools. As part of being part of the pilot program for the Cantola product, the Trust is covering all the costs associated with your enrollment, licensure, and everything else. And again, Mike will talk about that, but take advantage of this training. With that, Mike, go ahead and take off.
Perfect. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, we're really excited about these online training resources that we have available to us here. It's a really, really good opportunity for us to not only reach out to more people, but also to make sure that we're getting some really good, high quality trainings done. And one of the best resources that we've been able to come across is this Training Network Now. And these training resources, like we've said, they're available to you as a member of the Trust and included with your membership. And we encourage you to use them because we know how effective they can be. Our climate right now, where we're at, more and more people are going online and doing our online trainings. And that's where we wanted to go as well with the Trust and making these available to everybody that we can. And so, just real quick, with our online training resources, they are state and federal compliant trainings. They're effective, they're simple, and they're compliant with what we need them to get done. Now, what we wanted to cover today was really an introduction on Training Network Now. With Training Network Now, what makes it really, really nice for you guys is that there's one username and one password for everybody in your entire organization. That username is just your Trust membership number. If you don't know that, if you're not aware of what that number is, feel free to shoot a comment or let us know that you don't know that. We will be sure to get in touch with you and let you know what that username is. And this is something that you can pass out to anybody in your staff. And that same username, that same password is usable for everybody within your organization. It allows them to access Training Network Now. It allows them access to over 750 trainings that they have in here that you can go in, they can view, and you can get reports on when people are viewing and taking your trainings. So it's an excellent resource for you as we move a lot of our in-person trainings that we have been doing in the past to more of a virtual land. And we're really, really excited to share this with you. So what I wanted to do real quick was just walk through Training Network Now, this website, and show you just a few things here that we can, that you're able to go and walk through once you're actually in the site. So let me make sure I share the correct screen with you. There we go. So here on Training Network Now, this is your landing page, right? When you log in, this is what you'll see. Up here at the top, if you just click in this top bar, and for example, we just type in defensive driving, whichever topic you're looking for, you just type that in your search bar here, and you'll get the results for those different trainings. So here in defensive driving, there are many, many resources for you. I mean, you can see down here, there's 3, 4, 5 pages. There's 8 pages of resources for you. Different topics: 10 for defensive driving, driving defensively, winter driving, driving in extreme weather. There are many, many different topics you can go and search for And any of your users or any of your employees are able to view any training on here. Like we said, completely free of charge. And the trust is picking everything up for you because really we want you to use it and hope this becomes a really valuable resource for you and your organization in getting some really high quality trainings done. Training Network Now is fully mobile compatible. You can view it on a phone, you can view it on a tablet. So if you have a mobile workforce, they're not, in the office a lot. You have limited computer access for your employees. They're able to come on here on their cell phone, on a tablet, an iPad, just any device that can access the internet. Come here to trainingnetworknow.com and enter in your login information, and boom, you're here. You can start taking the trainings immediately. Makes it really, really nice. They play natively within your browser window. So for example, if I click in here to 10 for defensive driving, here's all my course materials are down here in a downloadable file. So you can download the slide deck, you can download different topic information that you'll find here. But if you were to click play on this video, it would immediately start to play this and go through everything you need to go through. At the end of most of these trainings, there are quizzes that the users take in order to test learning. And that is really nice as well for us as administrators to look at, and for you as safety administrators to see what trainings your folks are going through and how they're doing in each of these different quizzes. Makes it really, really nice and really visible for you to see what trainings are being taken within your different organizations. So with Training Network Now, again, there are 750 different trainings, different topics, from safety with construction safety, OSHA trainings, safety awarenesses, defensive driving, workplace safety, alcohol and drugs, back injury prevention, ergonomics, first aid. There are so many really, really good trainings in here. And so we would encourage you to go through and look at these things, find something you're interested in, and it's probably here. We probably got it available here. We've had a question, just a couple of weeks ago about UTV training, and people wondering if we had some UTV training online. We come here to Training Network Now, we type in UTV, and that training pops up for us, which is really, really nice. So we're able, with Training Network Now, to deliver a lot of these really good, high quality trainings directly to you and directly to your individual staff members. So we're really, really excited about this new platform and the ability that now we have to bring that to you. So here, this is a view of the different reports that you're able to run within Training Network Now. So you can see here, this is just an example. This will show your organization here as the company and your full name, your username, which is that number that I told you about. It will show you all the videos, who has watched what within your organization. It will show you how many times those videos have been viewed, as well as the number of total videos that have been watched. You'll also receive each user, once they pass a course, they're emailed the completion record with their quiz score. So they get that individually emailed to them, and that's what you see here at the bottom. It shows you the video that they did, when they took the course, who took it, and then their quiz score. So this is how we're able to track, and you're able to track what your individuals are watching and how they're responding to their quiz answers. So this for us, for example, here at the Trust, what Steve had asked us to do is in the month of March, he challenged us all as staff members to take any defensive driving course that we wanted to, just something that we found interesting. And so we went in here, Training Network Now, entered defensive driving in the search bar. And this, for me, 10 for defensive driving, this was something that I thought would be interesting. And so as I went through the training, it was really good. They're very well done, very well put together. And they give you a lot of really, really good information. And I scored really well on this too. And so that's and then what I was able to do is then take this completion certificate that I am then personally emailed and forwarded it onto our safety department. And our safety department then marks me down as completing my monthly required training in Training Network Now. And that's something that we would encourage you guys to do as well, is to identify a training within Training Network Now, maybe one a month at the very least. But if you want to do more, you can absolutely do more, and we would encourage that. But maybe start off with one a month that you figure, hey, this is a topic that we're interested in, or this is a topic that we've had trouble in the past. Whether it was ergonomics, some OSHA training, electrical safety, defensive driving. Pick a topic, any topic, and let your employees decide for themselves what training within that topic set they'd like to take. Make it a part of your safety program. Make it a part of a monthly program that you can get your staff behind, and have some fun with it. Have a either like a little competition, or just some driving force from you as the safety administrators to say, hey, we really want to get this done, and we want to make sure that you're using these excellent resources. What's really nice also about Training Network Now is you can have multiple people logged in at the same time with the same credentials. So you and 50 of your staff members could all be logged in at the same time, taking different trainings, but you can go in and you can view these different reports and receive everyone's email completion certificate over from them. As the administrator, you will not receive these reports directly to you. You will have to have those completion records emailed to you by each individual employee to make sure that so that you can mark down and make sure that who's taken those different trainings. So this screen here, this is just a little snapshot of the different trainings that they have. Like I said, over 750 trainings that they have available to you. Many are available in Spanish. So if you have workers who are Spanish speakers, maybe English is their second language, and you want them to take this training in their native language and it's Spanish, they can absolutely do that. There are many of these trainings are available in Spanish, which is excellent and very, very nice for us in our different workforces. So you can see here, I mean, there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trainings just on agriculture. Alcohol and drugs, there are plenty of trainings on different alcohol and drug trainings. There are trainings that are focused, you can see here, there's one that says dealing with drug and alcohol abuse for managers and supervisors. So there are specific trainings that are really focused on those managerial and leadership roles. There are also trainings that are just focused for employees. So those who are in a non-supervisory capacity, they can take those trainings. Those ones are much more useful to them rather than a manager or supervisor training that might not apply to them. So that just comes with getting familiar with the system and figuring out which of these different trainings might be available and might be pertinent to your personal department. So really, in a quick summary for you, your username for Training Network Now, it's just trainingnetworknow.com is the website. Your username is your trust member number. Again, if you're not sure what that member number is, feel free to get in touch with anyone here at the Trust, and we are more than happy to provide that for you. You can get in touch with your loss prevention specialist. You can also get in touch with Jill Johnson here. Like I said, any of us here at the Trust, we're able to provide you that member number that you can then provide to your staff members. The password for everybody is Trust Academy, all lowercase, no spaces. Trust Academy is your password to get in. Again, over 750 trainings, all available for free, and it's part of your membership. We just want to get this platform out there for you and hope that you'll use it. We know how useful it can be, and we know it's going to help within your organizations. You can get completion certificates and reports. Those things you can generate with the reports you can generate within Training Network Now. There's an easy reporting tab that you go to find your reports. The completion certificates, again, will have to be emailed to you by each individual employee, as it's one single login. The completion certificates, though, are personalized and are sent to their personal email addresses. And again, our challenge here is to complete at least one training organization-wide per month. Find a topic that you're interested in or that you think your team members need, or a specific department within your city needs. Assign that training to them. Assign a topic, let them go and use their creativity, use their own agency to go in and say, this looks interesting to me, and have them take it. You can also take it a step further and decide, I want to assign this one specific training to my individuals. You can do that, absolutely. Find the training that you want. Maybe it's that 10-4 defensive driving course, and you just copy that link, that internet link in your web browser. Send that web browser link out with the username and password, and say, this is the training we're doing for the month. Go and take it, and then make sure that you're getting those emailed completion certificates back to you, and so that you can make sure that you're tracking each of those individuals' progress. And so we're really, really excited about this. We're excited about the opportunities this brings. It opens so many doors and allows us to deliver high quality trainings directly to you and directly to your employees. And so with that, I mean, that's really all that I had for you this morning. And just wanted to open it up to see if there's any questions that anyone has.
Folks, if you've got questions, go ahead and type those into the chat box, and we will answer those questions right now. So just a little follow-up as we're waiting for questions to come in there, Mike. So to verify that somebody's participated in a training, they'll get that through, they will get an email, or they will email a certificate to you, right?
That's right. Yeah, the employee who takes the training will get that emailed, that certificate, that completion certificate emailed to them. And then we will have to follow up with each individual employee and make sure that we are receiving those emailed certificates so that we know when an employee has completed the training. That kind of gives you an interaction as you go along, so you can see kind of the pace at which people are doing this, and if some people are struggling with their quizzes. Yep, it gives you really good visibility on everything that's going on. It's really, really nice.
Mike, and one thing I just wanted to add too, you kind of mentioned it, but one of the ways that we found a lot of members have been using these are taking these trainings and then inviting in a staff meeting or in a team meeting or in a department meeting for the staff members to actually share some of their takeaways from that training. And we've had some great responses here at the Trust on that. And I just wanted to point that out as well.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Steve. When we went through, we had our staff meeting here a couple weeks ago where people were mentioning the different defensive driving trainings that they'd gone through and the things they learned. And it was really cool to hear just the information that they took. I didn't take a couple of the courses that some of the others took, but just hearing from them, it was like, oh, that's a really cool course. I should go and take that. And it really piques your interest as a learner to say, I want to go check that out too. So thank you for bringing that up. That's a very, very good point.
So Mike, let's see. Oh, so we have a question. What's the location, the URL for the website again?
Oh, www.trainingnetworknow.com.
Great. Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
There. Easy to log in as well. So now you gave a challenge, Mike, that you said that we want everybody to do one a month, but they can do as many as they want, right?
That's right. Yeah, they can do as many as they want. We would encourage this to be used as much as possible. But what the challenge would be to at least do one. But if you can do more, absolutely do more. This is such a fantastic platform to use that we want it to be used. And the Trust is really heavily invested in this, and we want it to be available to everyone to use. The one a month, absolutely. I mean, that's a great place to start. It's a good kickoff for us. But then as we get rolling, you're going to notice, your staff, you're going to notice in these trainings, you're like, these are really good. And I want my staff to take more of these. You can assign as many as you want to.
And the thing that's nice too is just that they're compact, they're short, and really, as you mentioned, Mike, lay a lot of material out in just a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good information.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say to Steve's point, some of these defensive driving trainings, some of them are no longer than 5 minutes long. There's some that are 8 minutes, 12 minutes, but there are some in their trainings that are very, very quick, 5 minutes long, but they pack a lot of information in, and they're really relevant to our climate that we're in right now.
Great. And just thinking, from a manager's perspective, they may be able to sit back and outline a year's worth of trainings. Each month we're going to do this particular training, and just have a calendar that everybody goes through and hits those in addition to other stuff that they may want to do. So
Yeah.
okay. Very
And
good.
certainly that accountability metric is nice as well, just so you can make sure that folks are engaged. They understand that safety is important to the organization and they're behind it. And, I think that's a nice advantage as well.
Hey, Doug and Brent, well, you haven't heard much from you on this. Anything you need to add?
I would just point out that, this idea of having a meeting to talk about the training afterwards is really important. Because you may need to touch on site-specific, rules or situations that you're dealing with that pertain to this topic. So when your employees do the training online, we get that test that shows that they understand the material, but we should probably still take a minute together with our crews to talk about how does this apply to us here in our workspace, using the equipment that we're using and doing, the types of jobs that we're doing. It's good to follow up on these trainings with everybody afterwards.
We've used it here at the Trust on the safety committee, like Mike mentioned, and it's been a very efficient way to get those trainings out there. So it's been positive that way. And Mike, you did a great job presenting that information. I think it's very comprehensive. It's a great tool.
Okay. Final word, Steve and Mike.
Go training.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you.
All right. Thanks so much, folks. We appreciate you attending the webinar today. Go out and have a safe day. We'll wrap it up right now.